Yeah, let's carry on with the sort of the topic of the men get pregnant bit for a bit, and we can go into that a bit later.
Oh, I wanted to talk about paedophile. I was just gonna say I think we should leave the gays alone. There might you might think there's evidence, maybe there's some, but can I just point out that most paedophiles are gonna be heterosexual because most people are. So there's an equal amount that are going to abuse little girls as well, you know. So, if we're talking about male paedophiles, I think people have got a right to sleep with who they want to in their own room, but I don't want to see it at Pride. Don't want it, dangled in my face. Sick to death of Pride now. Hate rainbows. Used to love rainbows on everything. But leave the gays alone.
But the problem is, what I see in the West is the leash is getting less and less tight, and we are living in a society right now where every fucking bullshit is getting to normality. The problem is not, I think the problem is not that the people are not respecting it. I think the problem is more that we don't see any ends coming, where there is
Yeah.
a
I see
stop
what you're
limit
saying.
with all that stuff.
All the drag queen hours are gay men. The people that are naked in the streets in Pride are gay men. Trans women are gay men. I mean, you can't take gay out of it. Gay men cannot come out of this conversation. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, there's a lot. So I just wanted to respond to what yours truly said earlier. I understand that, you have your anecdotal experiences, and maybe it wasn't disproportionately homosexuals. But I'm referring to the multitude of studies that I put up in the Jumbotron. I think they speak for themselves. Anyone who wants to look over them, they're there to look over. And another person had earlier had alluded to this argument of like a private individual in the privacy of their own home should be able to do what they want. But the problem is that doesn't exist, because like you are not two people, you're one. And so how you conduct yourself in the privacy of your own home is going to affect your psyche, and then how you act in the rest of the world. And people like having their identities affirmed. And so what will invariably end up happening, and this is exactly what did happen, is these homosexuals end up taking to the streets and then having these pride parades, and then all of a sudden you're on the back foot of gender identity.
I definitely agree with you there, Vincenzo. I think it's hurtling towards a complete, absolute shit show, because reality and truth and natural law, however you want to frame it, people are religious. I'm not religious, but I respect people that are religious. But whatever, it goes against natural law. And that is a bad place to be in as a society, in my humble opinion.
Some people have already said that. There's a concept of slippery slope when you had all of the gay rights laws introduced. Now, I don't hate anyone, but there is a logic to how we got here today. There was the American person, a guy that was just speaking, who mentioned religion. I think you do need religion, unfortunately. That's the only way you're going to sort of get back to some normative values, because all of those have been thrown out the window. And it doesn't make you a bigot, but too many people aren't realizing that. I find, just having come new to this and observed it, where the Western society is in a really dire situation, and it's at real kind of dangerous crossroads. So where to, we're full into degeneracy, but we're just at the edge of that cliff, and some of us have already fallen off. So and I just wanted to say that there's no point in talking around the edges.
I think it was Susan. So hello, Susan.
Hello. Hi, how are you doing? I just wanted to say, when people say that some men can get pregnant, I think what they're referring to is women who identify as men, and yes, they can get pregnant.
Yeah, hey guys, how you doing? First off, I want to start with what I'm going to say with, I really appreciate the space, so thank you for the hosts and everybody talking. However, it's kind of ridiculous, isn't it, that we're even like talking about this question? I feel like it's kind of embarrassing. Like, we're all adults here. Some of you sound older than I am. Maybe some of you have kids. I feel like they're laughing at us behind closed doors, probably some of them. And I think that the Muslims had it right. In their book, the Quran, they throw them off the highest mountain because these people are filled with parasites and they need to be eradicated.
Thank you. I mean, I don't think we're advocating for them to be thrown off helicopters and
Then why did you say thank you, you fucking
Yeah,
woman?
well,
He
and you know
said
here,
his
like,
point.
hold on, let me add to that because the science behind that is like these people are
Woman
filled with
moment.
parasites, and the only way to kill those
Woman
parasites is the altitude change. So, like in the Quran, that's why they say to throw them off the highest mountain. The altitude change, like the fast altitude change, kills the parasites, and then they set the body on fire. Why? Because they don't want the shit to spread. It's real. Like they're full of parasites, and be for real. Like we're all adults here. Some of you, like I said, probably have kids, and we're really sitting here talking about if men can get pregnant. The answer is fucking no. Like, be for real.
No, we appreciate it, Frank. I really do. We don't mind people coming up and saying what they like, as long as it's not disgusting or it's threatening people. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I appreciate it. So who was next?
I think we have to start saying no to ourselves sometimes. Just because we have feeling, it doesn't mean it has to be entertained. It's just common sense.
Yeah. Well, I think I think the whole point that everyone's trying to make now is that we need to push back against this. It's no good just saying, just accepting it, negotiating. It's pushback.
Exactly.
It is
Absolutely.
absolutely non-acceptance. Pushback. Say no. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's not gonna fix itself tomorrow.
Can
Well,
I
every
just say one thing? I
supermarket.
think we have to go political level because this gone political level where it's become legalized and people. This is where they got the strength from. Now it's just gone mad because it's politically they have the right
No,
and they
but you
have
can
right to
do
sue
stuff.
you.
No, but you can still do stuff in your day-to-day life. Like I said, I did enter one supermarket, and on my way out, I didn't take the fucking poster down or pull the rainbow bunting down. Not once. My husband
I
hated
love
it.
that abundance. I love that. Well
I
done
did
for that. And
every
that's
on
so
my way out.
inspiring. I
On my
love
way
that.
out, especially Tesco. I don't know if you guys in the UK noticed those big LGBT posters, the big cardboard ones. Yeah, I took them out and I destroyed them.
Who's that? There's a picture. There was a few years ago. I'm forgetting the names here, but there was a TV program, and there was a woman, and she was doing a sign. So she had two fingers. She had one hand next to her head pointing up, and the other hand by her waist with two fingers pointing down. And it was a representation of a transgender demon or something or other. Do you know
Oh,
anything
it's
about that?
so below. It's like a satanic phrase. Like they got like hand symbols detailing this, and there's like statues of Satan in the Baphomet that have the same hand signals.
Thank you, Charlie Cole. Who was next? Listen, I want to go to the enemy. So, Adon, is it Adon? You were putting your thumbs up or laughing when Mighty was saying about the chance of we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children. So, I'd like to hear your response. Over to you, Adon.
Can you guys hear me?
Aiden, look at the tranny flag in front of his name. Its name.
Oh, it's not a tranny flag. It's a pride
Yeah,
flag.
You can
How
tell
Aiden,
about
by his
Aiden,
that?
voice.
Aiden, please listen
There's
for like
nothing to be
one
proud of.
second.
There's
Let,
no
let, let me
pride.
say 1 second. Like, Aiden, fucking chill, okay? There are so fucking many problems out here in the world. Fucking chill. Like, for real now. Calm down. Thanks.
The
Mighty,
bullshit
don't
about we're
commit a
coming
hate
for your
crime.
children.
Mighty,
Who
let
actually
him
gives
speak.
a damn? I don't give a damn. I'm over trying to like comfort people who don't like gay people and don't like trans people. I don't care anymore. We're gonna continue doing what we're gonna do. Fuck you and your children. I don't give a damn. Like you don't. I'm sorry. I didn't come out my mom's pussy.
This is some
Fucking
predator
being like,
talk.
oh my god, I'm straight. I'm straight. I don't give a damn. People are saying they're gonna come for your children. It's not like they're going into your house, stealing your children, taking them out, and doing whatever the god thing you think that they're gonna do to your children. This isn't happening. It's a fucking joke to literally get people riled up. I mean, if you don't even want to call it a joke, it's just going to get you riled up. It's doing exactly what they want you to do. It's to piss you off. And we're going to continue doing it because there is no compromise with bigots. And I know you guys don't care about being called bigots. It is what it is. You're going to die and close your eyes at the end of the day, and you're not going to see shit because there's nothing in your afterlife. And that's all I really have to say. Also, to the motherfucker who said that we need to start using slurs, you're a dumbass motherfucker, and your mom should have swallowed that load.
All the drag queen hours are gay men. The people that are naked in the streets in Pride are gay men. You know, trans women are gay men. Gay men. Gay men. Gay men.